Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's time for another light novel review. Welcome once again, guys. It's going to be on Black Summoner, the Bound Demon. This is actually one that I remember. I'm pretty sure I've done the anime review on this one because reading it was bringing a lot of memories. Now, I will say there's a lot more details in this one than what I remember in the anime. So it is the original ongoing story. I know in the video where I was opening the box, I wasn't really sure. I'm now sure it is the original one. It's not a side story, it's the original one. So before anything, guys, check out Yen On. Yen On is the sorry, not Genon, the J Novel Club, which is the new subdivision that is under Yen Press. Now, Yen Press has an umbrella of companies, and J Novel Club is one of those. Like Yenon, they release light novels, but not like Yenon. J Novel Club also now is releasing mangas, but this one in particular is a light novel. I believe, if I'm correct, this one was released first online, like as an ebook, but now they've done an actual physical copy, which I know a lot of you guys, like me, prefer that. So it does have a few things like all the nice visuals and characters, and a nice poster of our favorite slave girl, which not technically slave anymore, but you know, we'll talk about it in just a second. Also, guys, if you want to support my channel, the best way is by subscribing and commenting, liking, and sharing this video. I have a lot of videos of light novels, mangas, manhwas, webtoons, all that kind of stuff that you guys probably want to watch. It's here on my channel, so check those out. I do appreciate everyone who has been supporting me lately. The channel is slowly growing more on numbers, so I do appreciate that. Okay. Let's talk about the story. So we follow the story of Kelvin, which is the guy in the cover. They don't always make the main character the main part, but obviously this girl, it's very important as well. Her name is Ethel. Ethel? Ethel. Ethel. I believe it's Ethel. They're both as important in the series. We do have other characters that do come out, but they just kind of add themselves to the group. Ethel actually doesn't add herself to the group until later on. She's actually one of the last ones to add herself. Not really, but in the volume, she adds herself probably halfway. So we have Kelvin. He is reincarnated, and in order to him be very powerful and a summoner, he basically gave up his previous memories. He doesn't know that, but Melfina, who is basically a spirit that is kind of helping him, and she's also the goddess that reincarnated him, is helping him out and telling him this is what happened, right? So she's kind of the one that lets him know what all is going on, how he can do it, and he kind of hides the fact that he's a summoner because a lot of places would benefit with a summoner, and they would probably use and abuse him just because he's a summoner. So he is found out pretty quickly by the guild, but he just kind of does side jobs for them. There's a lot that happens in this volume. In fact, I think if you compare it to the anime, I would say maybe half, if not more, of the anime, at least the first season that we got, isn't just this first volume. That's how much stuff happens in this volume. We do see him train in the beginning and then get his first member of his summonings, which is Clotho. He is a contracted slime who eventually evolves. He goes against some thugs that are essentially killing other people, and the slime evolves, and it's a pretty decent fight there as well. In that same fight, he then fights a black ghost knight who ends up adding himself to his summonings as well, who goes under the name of Gerard. After that, he trains himself and decides, because he does see I feel a few times before he buys her, but he buys her from a slave person. She has a curse, and there's this whole arc how, like, you know, she herself as a character builds has a lot of development through the volume, because she has this curse that if she touched someone, she would curse them. They would, I think, lit themselves on fire, I think was the exact thing, and so she couldn't never ever touch anyone. So the fact that he was able to destroy that curse, to her it was amazing, being able to be touched by someone and her being able to touch other people. So obviously she dedicates her life. She isn't half elf. You can see just by the picture, you can see maybe her elf ears. There's the black ghost in the back. Can't really see him much, and there's a slime in the background too. They basically make up this group, and that's pretty much it. I want to say 70% of the volume is them coming together. There is a demon-like creature that they are fighting at the end. I haven't finished the light novel completely, but they're fighting this demon creature, which I do remember in the anime itself. That's pretty much where it's gonna end, I would assume. So few things that I like about this, that other than other series, because, you know, if you hear it, you're like, okay, it's just a typical isekai, but not really. There's a few differences that I like. One, there is reference to characters dying and people dying, and it's not so much an adventure, fun and games kind of deal. Even the enemies that they go against, you know, there is death involved. It's not just fun and games. So I do like that. There's a more serious note to the story. He's also not the only one reincarnated. There's other characters that have been reincarnated before that are basically part of a hero group, and they're going through the story in a whole separate thing. But they're not as strong as him, so they aren't doing so well, which is why he intervened with the whole demon thing. Now there's it's a demon creature. He's protecting a demon girl, and I say protecting, even though where I'm at, he's still acting like he is keeping her as her hostage. But if I remember correctly, he was protecting her, and the whole fight is more of a test more than anything. So yeah, I just like all those twists and turns. There is hints of what it could be a harem. She, the elf, has confessed her love to him. Melfina, the goddess, has also confessed that she has attractiveness to Kelvin. And I feel like this demon girl that he's going to take under his wing as well might also confess a love to him. So that is, you know, a little for me. But the fact that they're confessing love, and it's more like, hey, this is more serious more than just attractiveness, I think it's a little bit also unique in its own way. And I still feel like the definite partnership that seems like it's happening is between the half-elf and Kelvin. I'm just going to be honest. So it is what it is. I don't think Melfina, the goddess, has any chance, and I don't think she really wants to, but she did confess that he at least found her attractive back when they met. He can't see her right now, but he will. So in a nutshell, pretty good light novel, a pretty good isekai. I will recommend it for sure. There is an anime out, so you can watch the anime a little bit and then decide if you want to read this. Telling you, from my perspective, I would read it. The details in this one is a lot better than the anime. I feel like the anime kind of rushed through a lot of stuff. So it is what it is. Thank you guys so much for watching this. If you haven't done so by now, subscribe to my channel. I will see you next time. And like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.